What's up, everybody? Zimivis here, and so it's been a few days since I uploaded the video saying that we're going back to the old style shit. But I want to get to that shit, but I think that I owe people who have supported me since I created this channel, the 140 some of y'all that there are. There's not many, but I appreciate every single one of you. You're all fucking beautiful. But I owe y'all an explanation of why I disappeared. I want to talk about some of the things that I did while I was gone regarding content creation and stuff that what making me want to go back to this style of content. And I'm not going to lie, for the next few weeks, most likely, I'm not going to be consistently uploading. I'm going to do my best to consistently upload. I am currently working on some of my bullshit. And let me tell you, over the past few years since I've been away, I have let a lot of things slide. I'm not in the best fucking spot mentally currently. Hope I said that right. Fuck. Oh well. I'm not in the best spot mentally at the moment, and I've got a lot of work to do. So we're gonna kind of talk about the why I went away today, and then in the next video we'll talk about what I did while I was gone. That'll be relatively brief. I didn't do much while I was gone, and then the longer one, why I'm coming back. That will be kind of a longer one. So and then from that point, we'll get into stuff I'm doing to better myself, and then start getting into the really motivational, like the motivational things and everything. So that we'll get there. I just have some stuff on my chest I need to unload on you guys because I feel like I at least owe you an explanation of why I left. You might not like the explanation, but you're going to get one. So I think, I forget, it was around the holidays of 2016, early 2017, somewhere in there. I think it was early 2017 is when I left. And I kind of just up and disappeared. And I can't remember what all information was in videos at that time frame. But I know I had mentioned being in a relationship at the time, and it was with someone I trusted a lot. Someone I had known the majority of my life, and I thought it was good. Apparently, it wasn't so good, or I genuinely don't know what happened there. And I genuinely just don't fucking know. She decided she was leaving, and she said I was a good boyfriend and stuff. She just said she had a lot going on. I don't know, but things that happened after that just didn't add up right, and the whole situation really fucked with me because that was someone that I had trusted, I'd opened up to, and it really fucked me up, and it really put a damper on what I was doing. It sent me into a pretty big bout of depression, and I kind of just let it simmer and simmer and simmer and didn't deal with it. I just did a lot of fucking drinking and shit, and that's not the way I should have handled it. But I did it that way, unfortunately. And I had some other shit relationships that they were good, and then turned out that there was a lot of issues there that I just didn't see up front, and I wouldn't let myself see up front because I didn't care, and ended up damaging myself more. Moral of those stories: pay attention to red flags, man. Pay attention to what you feel, for real. Those things really messed me up, and so that that was one of the biggest reasons that led to me quitting. Is I let my depression take over, and I lost interest in making content, and I lost interest in just about everything. I just drowned myself in work, and I was working a lot. Um, it also worked out shortly after that can't remember if it was, yeah, it wasn't too long after that my supervisor at the time quit, and I had to cover down on that position along with my position for about 6 months. And so I was literally able to drown myself in work. Because about the time I was ready to come out of that and start get backing in, like back into making content, because I genuinely enjoy making content, and I enjoy and like I just enjoy the fuck out of it. It's great, you know? And so in that process, that happened. Boss left, and I was like, money. So I just worked myself into the fucking ground. And I had some really messed up things happen over the course of those few years, and they really, I would say, ate at me, but I didn't actually deal with them the way I should have dealt with them. I just worked my life away. I drank a lot. I ate like a fucking hog. I I basically did everything you shouldn't do while dealing with those things. So basically everything I used to talk about, I kind of just threw it all out the fucking window and said fuck it. And I shouldn't have. I genuinely shouldn't have, because here we are. What, almost a little over 4 years later, and I'm back at fucking square one. Uh, like, when I say I'm back at square one, I mean I'm back at square one. I gained all of the weight back that I had lost, plus some. My mental stability is shot worse than it was before I fucking started my shit the first time. So that's a fucking thing. And we'll get into that down the road, because whew, boy, have I got some shit to work through, let me tell you. So there's that, and it's just basically what it boils down to at the end of the day is I let bad things control what I did, because I didn't approach them as a learning experience. I approached them as a negative, complete negative. And don't get me wrong, you can push yourself off some negatives. There's nothing wrong with pushing yourself off a negative. But thriving off of it is a different story. And that's what I have a bad tendency of doing, is thriving off the negative. Feeding off that hate. Kind of like the dark side of the force, you know? I embraced it. I embraced that hatred, that loathing, that just I embraced it, because it's so easy for me to push myself to a certain extent, but there is only so much drive that I have in that mental state, and that drive just didn't allow me to come back, and for that I apologize. And this time I'm I can't turn back this time. I'm getting a little too old for this shit. And I've got to start taking care of my physical health, my mental health, and everything a lot better than I have been. So that's basically why I left the first time. So it's a thing. And next episode, we'll go into briefly some of the things that I did while I was gone, because I did do some content creation over on Twitch, and stuff like that. I'm going to get into that and then get into some of the other stuff that I've gotten into as well since I've been gone, which is actually quite a lot. I've learned quite a lot of stuff while I was gone. That should help. As you see that thing spinning in the background, it's pretty fucking dope technology right there. And that's something I've gotten into, and there's a lot more to that. And once we get down the road a little bit and get situated and I get used to being back in front of this camera, which I am most definitely not used to. Like, I could do Twitch all fucking day. That doesn't bother me. But for some reason, sitting down making a YouTube video is a little bit different for me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I have to focus on what I'm doing a little bit more than live streaming. I just sit down and fucking go. I just don't give a shit. But yeah. So I'll get into that later down the road. But next episode, we're going to talk about some of the stuff I did, some of the stuff I've learned during that time frame. And then the episode following that, we're going to go into kind of where I'm at now, why I'm coming back, and where I'm going. And we're just going to go in more in depth about some of the stuff I've said today, referring to the past and why it was not good choices. And hopefully some of it will help you in some of the struggles that y'all are having. So hopefully we can get back on this path together and become better motherfuckers together, you know? So that's all I've got today. Remember, you motherfuckers are beautiful. I love you all. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.